Erik ten Hag has begun making his Manchester United transfer plans for the summer, despite uncertainty around the club's ownership. The Glazers remain in talks with Sheikh Jassim and Sir Jim Ratcliffe regarding a potential takeover, and a preferred bidder is expected to be named soon. But Ten Hag must push on with plans regardless of being in the dark of the process. United are set to sign a centre-forward this summer, and it's understood Ten Hag has made Harry Kane his priority target. But which other positions should he look to address? Our writers have answered that question below. They have been asked to narrow it down to the 3 positions they think should be prioritized, and here are their thoughts. Tyrone Marshall. A transfer window that doesn't involve a striker that fits into the category of being at least very close to world-class level will be a failure. United need a number 9 capable of scoring on a regular basis, adding some physicality to the attack, pressing intelligently and linking the play. That won't come cheap. Harry Kane is the proven goalscorer in the Premier League, and Victor Osimhen the exciting, and younger, option who has torn it up with Napoli this season. It's perfectly plausible United need get neither, in which case their recruitment will have to be perfect. After that, I would be focusing on a midfielder. Casemiro, Christian Eriksen and Bruno Fernandes is a solid combination, but the first 2 are 31 and Fernandes turns 29 in September. Fred is next in line and he's 30. Younger legs are required in midfield. It has to be someone under the age of 25 who can play in the Casemiro, Eriksen role. United could opt to go with someone who is 19 or 20 and develop them, but whichever path they choose, it feels like an injection of energy is required centrally. The final addition would depend on the goalkeeping situation, but if Dean Henderson ends up staying, he can put pressure on David De Gea for next season. I think a right back is just as important. There is no clear first choice between Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Diogo Dalot at the moment, not because they are both excellent, but because both have flaws. An upgrade could be achievable this summer. Stephen Ralston. It goes without saying that United need to source a prolific goalscorer in the market. They had scored the same amount of goals as Leicester, 49, before the weekend's match against Wolves, and the Foxes are set to be relegated this season. Either Osimhen or Kane would be excellent signings, although I'd be in the camp of signing the latter because he's proven. Away from the attack, I'd prioritize signing a younger midfielder who can play as a no. 6 and a new goalkeeper. De Jong, who is still admired at United, privately informed Ten Hag he would make the switch to Old Trafford last summer, and while he's seemed happy at Barcelona this term, it's possible the club could reignite their interest in him. United need fresh legs in midfield, and De Jong would be perfect alongside Casemiro and Fernandes. Given 3 options, the last position that I'd prioritize is goalkeeper, with De Gea sending recent reminders he is a stopper from the past. De Gea will hold back the rebuild, and it would be damaging to persist with him next season. Liam Corliss. United's number 1 priority is clearly to find a striker who is capable of scoring goals consistently. Anthony Martial has tallied 9 league goals in the last 3 seasons, and Wout Weghorst has scored twice in 35 Premier League appearances, and they are the only genuine strikers Erik ten Hag currently has to call on. Harry Kane has only scored fewer than 25 goals twice in the last 9 seasons, and on both occasions he fell just 1 shy of that mark. He is the obvious candidate to turn United into title contenders. In midfield it is also clear that United must reinforce, but it is not so clear who they should reinforce with. Jude Bellingham and Frenkie de Jong both feel unattainable, so perhaps United will have to go down to the next rung on the ladder when assessing possible targets. Alexis Mac Allister and Ruben Neves have been mooted. It is fashionable to criticize David de Gea, and he has made a handful of calamitous errors this season, but United's main problem remains scoring goals. After a new first-choice striker and a new midfielder, a backup striker who is also capable of finding the net should be United's third priority.